Oh, now we're live.
Well, that's great.
Alright.
Ooh, gotta change the title real quick. Episode 5, right? Yeah. If it doesn't rain, it pours, and I lack an umbrella. Well, that's awesome. Okay, so I was playing a commercial for me, but technically, should we just start with how Vivi is gonna cost you an arm and a leg?
Sure, we can start with that.
Okay. Well, my reliable source is Twitter, because of course you can always get everything from Twitter. Vivi is said to be at least affordable to the high class, not the middle class, but it's gonna cost you $200 just to buy it. It's not completely outlandish, I guess you would say. I thought it was gonna honestly cost more, but still, you're gonna have to at least save up for a while.
Yeah. So remind me, what exactly is the VV?
Okay, the Vivi is
Or VV, yeah.
I have no idea how you pronounce it, actually. I'm still waiting for somebody to pronounce it for me. It's where you put it on and you go into your own game, or you view somebody's game and you're actually in there, like pretty much reality, with you're still in the world, but your mind is in the game world, pretty much. That's my horrible summary of it.
Oh, made by... Yeah, that's kind of expensive for a peripheral, but, like, I don't know. I've had a lot of fun with some peripherals that cost a lot. Like, my cousin got that Steel Battalion peripheral, which was kind of simulated like a mech warrior. It came with like a pedal set and a whole dashboard and everything. Mm-hmm. And then you would actually control like everything on your mech and everything.
Sounds cool.
So, but for virtual, I don't know. I'm not quite sold on virtual reality yet. But then again, it might be worth the price depending on who backs it and everything, because depending on who backs it, or will be how many games it's actually going to be for and how much support it'll be. So, $200, but you can play 200 different games with it and everything. You still have to buy the games, but it adds more to it. Might end up being worth it.
I guess I would pretty much have to see tests and videos on it to see if it's worth it or not. I would have to... I don't know. But it does look interesting. I guess it, like I said, it's not as expensive as I thought it would be. But, yeah.
Yeah. For a virtual reality set, it's not too bad.
Yeah.
But
I wonder who's gonna sell it first.
Well, when I just looked it up, it looked like it was HTC.
Yeah.
Yeah, HTC is making it.
Okay.
So, which means, I don't know. It's kind of a weird thing, because it means it's going to hook into mobile games, but I don't know. I don't really see me carrying around, like, when I think of mobile games, I'm out and about, and I'm like, oh, I got some time to spend, I'm going to play something on my phone. So I'm not going to carry a virtual reality headset around with me.
You need to walk into the middle of the street.
Yeah.
Oh god, that would be horrible. They'd have to probably look into that also.
Probably.
Yeah.
But I guess.
Oh, but Valve is maybe HTC is just making it. It's tied with Valve, so it might go with their stream box, which would make a lot more sense.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I haven't really looked into the Vive or VV or however you want to pronounce it very much.
It's not actually a lot of news about it. I've been trying to find it for about a week now because it's piqued my interest.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, I don't know. Like I said, I'm gonna have to see tests. I'm gonna have to see a whole lot of backing, a whole lot of proof for even me to consider buying this out of my own pocket.
Yeah. I don't know. Seems like there's got to be something you want to play on it before you buy it. Like, I'm sure some people will just put some money down and spend it for just to have it, but most people are going to wait for an actual game to come out that they want. Seems to be and so if it's not backed by any like any cool game that actually uses it effectively, it's not going to really work.
Okay.
Or it's not going to really sell that well, I should say.
Well, I guess, like, bringing into another money topic, is anybody going to BlizzCon this year?
Nope.
Wait, when is BlizzCon?
Ticket sales start April the 17th, but
It's usually around the end of the year.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'd have to wait and see, actually.
Like, BlizzCon was in November this year. Or no, it's gonna be, let's see, it was in, I think, December this
year it's gonna be November 6th and 7th.
Yeah. So it's usually around the end of the year.
Yeah.
Which is good, because they have a lot of shit that's coming out pretty soon.
Yeah. It'd be neat to go, but I doubt I can't plan that far in advance because I'll probably be busy at work then. Which sucks because it's not too far from me, so I could go and it'd be fun to go see the tournaments and the new stuff that they're releasing. And they always have demos there and everything. I'm sure they release Overwatch by then too.
Yeah, Overwatch is slated to be, I think they said, it was supposed to be in the summer and they slated till I think September.
Yeah.
Beta release. Let's see here. It's supposed to be third quarter 2015, but oh yeah, here it is. It is reported Unreal beta is supposed to be in May, but then so apparently the beta is supposed to be launching in May, and then the actual full release is supposed to be around October, apparently.
Okay.
But I've heard the beta was supposed to be slated until the fall as well, so I don't know. So
they might try to put together some tournament stuff, because I thought they did that last time with Here's the Storm, where they had like they gave it to big esports organizations to put together teams and everything so that they could have a tournament at BlizzCon, along with showing off all their other stuff and everything too. So I'm sure they'll probably do something like that again.
Yeah.
I wish I could go. Just looking at it makes me want to go. But for anybody who's going, yeah, ticket sales start April the 17th, and tickets are $200 a pop. Oh,
That sounds about right.
isn't that
Yep. And I'm sure they're gonna go real fast.
Yeah.
For big things like that, that's usually what happens.
Yeah.
Like, PAX sells out usually in about 15 minutes, so.
Yeah, so does Comic-Con, which I think already that went on sale already, I think. Because I thought I had an email about that.
Man, already? Oh, freaking ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you have to get it really fast for the big ones.
Yeah.
I'm so slow. I try to get money together.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, you have to. Like, me and my friends were planning on going to PAX last year, and no one had the money, and that's what happens. Like, even people that did have money, like, waited and they didn't even get it, because you have to literally, as soon as that you get the tweet alert, you have to jump right online. If you're not free right then you're not gonna get it.
Yeah.
Could you imagine just people in the shower, like, with their phone beside them? Almost slipping and dying to get...
Oh, I'm sure there were people.
Yeah, I'm definitely sure there are people that do that.
Oh, God. Okay, well, I'm mad now. I don't even have time to get money together.
Yeah, you have to pretty much get it together, like, the year before. That's pretty much how it
Start
has to
saving
go.
up for next year,
Yeah.
Yep,
and then maybe you can get in.
exactly.
But, guess going on to another thing. Titanfall 2 is confirmed. I didn't really like the game, but hell, the second one's confirmed. Might as well.
I mean, it's sold relatively well, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's because there was a big lull between shooters right then. So when it released, it was like the only one that was really there.
Yeah, there weren't really any that you could control giant mechs either. There haven't been in a while. It's been mostly just kind of like different guns and everything. So I'm sure that helped sell it a bunch. And they had a lot of marketing. I had some friends that played it and they enjoyed it, but I don't hear about it anymore. I'm sure they still play it every once in a while, but once you kind of play it, although I'm not sure if they actually, or how the first person storyline was, or if they even had one. Kind of like Halo did, where like my friends and I had fun playing Halo a whole bunch, but online and everything. But then we'd also get to play the co-op mode, and it had an engaging story and everything.
So it's going to be on PS4, PC, and Xbox One, and they're trying to majorly focus on the story mode. Thank God.
Yeah.
Interesting. I don't know. It just, to me, that's weird. Usually, because like for shooters, you rarely see a story being really story being the main, especially considering it's like not RPG based. Like the other one I can think of is like good examples like BioShock. That one that was already based on a story.
Yeah.
And they just add the shooter element to it. But this one is like straight up just shooter, and they didn't want to incorporate a story, which is really odd. I think, anyways.
That's the kind of thing that you want to work out originally and not try to add to it later.
Yeah.
Because then people will come to it and like, oh, this is a good shooter and it's got a good story. But like, I don't know. It's kind of harder when you're coming out with the second version of a game to get people to come to it.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what I'm thinking. It's just because like you go in expecting one thing and then you don't another.
Yeah.
I don't know. But let's see here. I don't know. I just haven't played it, so I can't really say anything about it. I never really had the desire to, I guess.
I briefly played it and then I kind of quit because it didn't have a good story to it. I like games with a good story to it, and that was a major turn off for me, sadly.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll give the second one a try.
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't.
It's supposed to have a possible release in 2017. So.
Jeez. Yeah, so that means they're just starting to work on it. They're not actually.
Yeah, that's a real early announcement.
Yeah.
I could see everybody was excited, and then 2017. Oh crap, that's a killer right there.
Well, it's stupid because like if they're gonna slate it that long, there's a bunch of other stuff that's gonna be coming out in the meantime, and it's just like, well, I don't see a point in doing that at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So, have any of you played Life is Strange?
I haven't even heard of it, so.
I've seen some people on Twitch play it, and it looked like an interesting game, and a game that isn't made too often. Like, so it's like a murder mystery type thing,
Mhm.
where you're trying to figure out what happened to your friend or something like that.
It has like, it's a time gap where she goes back in time, back in the past, and sees a girl get murdered, and she's trying to figure out and piece together who did it. So
Yeah, but it's, I guess, I thought it was just one game, but apparently it's a 5-part game. So what I saw on Twitch was just episode 1. So episode 2 is going to be coming out. And so it'll have this 5-game kind of story arc all around it. And, yeah, you're trying to find out what happened to Rachel Amber. But then, like, so you talk to people, and like, depending on what you say has consequences down the game and stuff. And I guess there's some time travel stuff, so you can go back and save some people, but then it has consequences to other people down the road and different things like that.
Yeah. It's a real tearjerker also.
Is it?
Sad. It's really sad. I have to admit, I'm not that emotional, but I cried. And I can't wait for the second one, which is just a 4-day wait, thank God. Just 4 more days.
Yeah.
Just gotta be strong. But I kind of want to say it was almost better than The Walking Dead, but that'll probably come back and bite me in the butt. So, oh, thank you, Blood Spider, for following. But it's the second one. If you haven't seen, well, there's a trailer, and the second one, it looks better than the first. So I'm really excited about that.
Now, I like when they, when like games or shows, like they work kind of a general story arc out beforehand. So then you have like, so you plan to have like a 5-game, story arc, and so you're not trying to like piece stuff together. You can set different ups and downs in like the different games and stuff to keep people engaged. And so people stay interested, and then instead of just trying to like make it up as you go, it becomes a lot more interesting if they plan it out.
Definitely.
So, yeah.
Well, let's see here. So, Final Fantasy Type 0 actually just dropped today. So that's out. It's it looks like a old, like some of the older versions of Final Fantasy, and it kind of reminds me of frickin' 12 almost. You kind of run around and it kind of auto-locks you onto enemies and stuff. The big thing is like, it's like apparently the gameplay isn't too bad. The story is okay because you can get down 2 different paths, but the big thing for it is not so much Type 0. I think the reason people are buying Type 0 is because it gives you the demo for Final Fantasy 15, which is huge.
Yeah.
And the demo itself, there was an interview with the IGN people at PAX, and they were saying how they got a copy and they went and played it, and they played for 3 hours, and it was just a demo, and they didn't even come close to finishing everything. Like, it's like a mini game in itself, where I don't know, it's really cool because it's pretty much open world ish, and you like wander around, and there's a gas station too, where you like buy like food and you can create food. And apparently the leveling system is you fight stuff all throughout the day, so you don't level up after every single fight. You go out and do stuff throughout the day, and then when you camp or go to a rest stop or whatever and spend the night, you level up there and spend all your points there, which is really cool. And also you can apparently there's a chef in the group that also fights. Apparently, you can create meals on materials that you get from the gas station you find out in the wilderness. And when you have a meal, like depending on how good the meal is, like I think there's a rating system for how good the meals are. The better the meals are, the better bonuses you get for the next day. So like you get an XP boost, attack boost. I have no idea. That's what I've heard, which is really cool. And then the combat system is that since there's that trailer a while ago, and there's like the prince that controls like 1 billion different types of swords. So basically, you can control like a broadsword, like 2 twin swords, like a little like it's like daggers and stuff. So basically, depending on how you line up your queue with depending on which type of sword you have, it depends on what your combo is going to be. That's pretty much what I've heard the combat system is going to be. But that's pretty much it for that. Like I don't know, like Type 0, I've watched the review just recently. It's like today, pretty much, because people are already doing that. But it's not too bad. From what I've seen, it pretty much fits Final Fantasy. It's just RPG, very grindy, like good, decent story. But yeah, I don't know. Like I don't see a point really, because like I said, the only reason I'd ever buy it is because of the demo, and even then it's like kind of iffy.
How much is it?
It's the same price. It's like $60. There's a collector's editions as well. Apparently, that's almost sold out.
Gotta get that money up fast, man.
Yo. And then let me see here. What else is there? Just a random notes. Just because I saw a line, because I don't know. But so apparently in Japan, there's a Kit Kat sandwich.
I saw something about that today.
Yeah, like they every fast food restaurant, or at least I know. Let me see. They said the First Kitchen is the fast food chain that sells it, and apparently they're just like everywhere. Like they're like McDonald's over here. You basically it's a sandwich, 2 pieces of white bread, but the thing is it's not our bread, it's their white bread. On top of with a Kit Kat, I think it's like depends on 2 or 4 depending on which one you get, with a bed of whipped cream and orange peel. I don't know. It looks good. I don't know.
It actually sounds pretty good.
Yeah, it just makes me laugh because let me see. They sell it for how much is it? Where is the price? It's 220 yen, which is around $1.81, so like about $2 for us.
Yeah.
Per sandwich, and it's just hilarious considering it's just like, where the fuck did they come up with this shit? Like, apparently the guy that made it just said that it's just he wanted to make a Kit Kat for a cafe kind of thing, because there's a lot of cafes over there, like coffee stuff, like coffee pastes. So he wanted to make a Kit Kat that had that, because they have a bunch of different flavors as well. Like, there's not just like the regular Kit Kat. There's like they have all sorts of flavors. I think they even have like wasabi flavored, which is really, really odd. Over there as well, which I don't know. It just made me laugh when I was like looking at it. I was like, what? What the fuck? How is this happening?
I want to try it now just to try it.
You're right. I mean, you could probably try to make it here. Like, literally just go get... So, like, instead of like, what it looked like, instead of getting, like, our sandwich white bread, you get, like, kind of like a ciabatta almost kind of style bread. That's what it looks like. And then just whipped cream and a Kit Kat and just shove it in there and eat it. Pretty much good to go. I don't know.
Yeah, seems weird.
Yeah, I don't know. I want to go there because, like, do you guys remember... So like G4 used to have that. It was Attack of the Show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so well, that's done because like the two hosts, Olivia Munn and the guy, they had two different. They went and did their own thing because I think the guy, he got another show that he was doing, and then Olivia Munn kind of did her own thing. They went to Japan for like a month, and there was a segment like each day they bought new stuff and tried to eat it, and they always said it was kind of weird. I don't know. I think I just want to try it because I don't think it. They said it was nasty. I'm just like, how nasty can it be? It sounds pretty damn good to me.
Yeah, but you never know because I don't know. Different cultures have different tastes. Like some places, like they're like, oh, this is like the thing to have, and then you don't have those taste buds, and you go there, and it's just like the worst thing ever.
That's true. I guess it's because like since I grew up and I go down to like my relatives' place a lot, and I eat a lot like Vietnamese, like kind of very very traditional Vietnamese food.
Yeah.
I guess like for me, like people are like, oh, that's gross. I'm just like, this is delicious. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah.
So I want to see if it transfers at all because it sounds tasty. If it will be tasty, who knows? But it sounds good.
Yeah. Well, speaking of food, have you guys seen the Paula Deen commercial for? Apparently, she made some like matching game. I just posted it in chat, but it is the most insane thing ever. It just like shows her like, I don't know, overly happy and wide-eyed in the kitchen, like cooking, or like I don't even know what she's making. But
Paula Deen recipe. Isn't that just like freaking like how like what's it called?
It's like
almost kinda.
Like what?
Like Bejeweled.
Yeah, Bejeweled or like any of those like just matching jewel games. Yeah. That's what it ends up being, but it's like I don't need to make
that.
This
she is way too happy.
Yeah.
Shit. She is way too happy. She's like, ah! You're like, oh.
Yeah, she's way too happy, and they made her eyes like
huge.
Like she's the devil incarnate blue. Like that's what it looks like.
That's I totally agree. I'm looking at her. I'm just like, I don't want to watch this anymore. I'm a little scared.
Yeah, she looks like she's possessed.
It's gonna give me nightmares.
Like
now.
It's what? Oh, I'm gonna learn how to make dongo. Fuck you all. So I was watching Tokyo Ghoul this morning, right?
Yeah.
And I love the type of one of the guys he takes care of his drunk coworker, and he gets a pervy thought, and then he goes out and does like literally like 3,000 some push-ups on the balcony because he's just like, I can't do this. Like, what the fuck am I doing? And then in the morning they had like the breakfast, like she's cooking breakfast, like she's cooking like miso soup and like salmon and all that stuff, like all that like traditional. I'm sitting here, I'm just like, I wish Americans did that. That'd be awesome. I don't know. It's just that I love that type of breakfast. Like it's not like eggs and whatever. I mean, because they have eggs, but it's a different type of egg.
Yeah.
How they cook it, it's like I think what's it called? It's called tamagoyaki. I'm not saying that right, am I? But like that, I like that because it's like an actual. I don't know. It's weird because I used to do that when I lived with my grandma, my cousins. Like we'd have like rice, leftover vegetables, and meat for breakfast. At like 8 in the morning, and I did that once up here. And my roommate was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I'm just like, "This is breakfast, dude." Like, like I don't know. It's just odd, I guess, because I don't know. It's just something a little different, I guess.
But like Americans always fuck up everything, so even if we cooked it, it would probably turn out weird or bad. Well, depending on the cook, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like I feel it's just like. In the U.S., because like we're so fast paced, like of course there's faster paced cities than like than others, but still, like we don't have like they wake up at like 6 and they cook for like an hour, and then they
Yeah.
eat and then go. Whereas us is just like, okay, 10 minutes and then we're done and we go, you know. So I guess just their lifestyle, and they're just kind of, you know, they're just kind of pushed. They're just kind of raised that way, so it's just like, you know, whatever. Versus for us, it's like, you know, we're kind of already. What am I trying to say? We're also conditioned, just like we have to go fast. We have to go fast. You know, we have to sleep as like literally as fast as we can, or as long as we can, and then go. Fine.
Yep. I don't even wake up and eat breakfast.
Neither do I really. It's I just when I get up, I'm not hungry, you know, and then
Yeah.
by the time I get ready, like I have to go. Like I want to sleep. I like sleep.
A quick, like, 2 pieces of bacon, and then I'm out of the house.
Yeah. Like for me, I'll like grab like a piece of toast or something, and then I'll just leave, or like a bowl of cereal or whatever. That usually is. I don't know. It's just I like the Japanese culture and how they work.
Yeah, it's nice and classy.
I just want to go over there. Like eventually, I really want to go visit and see.
Yeah,
how
I need to start traveling more.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at too. Like I want to do it before it gets too busy with other shit. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Tofu dango. Oh, here we go. Watch this. But yeah, I don't know. What other topics do we got? Since we kind of got sidetracked.
Oh yeah, the teaser trailer for Game of Thrones episode 3 has just been released. Like, if I time it right, about 10 minutes ago.
Damn.
Yeah, and I'm so ready for it.
I remember we talked about that last week. I remember.
Oh, okay.
Because we were talking about. Oh no, 2 weeks ago, because we were talking about Telltale Game stuff. I think.
Yeah.
Okay, I was about to watch it while you guys were talking, but I was like, nah, that's rude. But anybody heard of the game Bloodborne? Because I'm just learning about this.
Bloodborne? Hold on. That sounds really familiar.
It looks so scary, but so good.
Let me see. I think I saw something on like the top in the front page of IGN one week, but I didn't think anything of it.
Yeah, IGN's promoting it right now. Yeah.
Okay, so I did see it. I was sitting there, just like, I know I saw it somewhere, but I don't know. I haven't seen too much about it. So, I mean, do you know more about it at all?
I'm about to skim through in the summary, but it looks really good. It's supposed to be horror based game. If this tab loads any faster, it's supposed to make you feel terror inside by each going through each
Right.
it's based on the Renaissance era.
Over in Europe.
Yeah. Actually,
So
graphics
kind
look
of
pretty
turn of the
good.
century. Wait, when was Renaissance? No, turn of the century.
Oh my god, this looks so sexy. Okay, supposed to be released on PlayStation 4. Ooh, made by the one who created Dark Souls and Demon Souls.
Okay, that explains it. Because I was looking at it, I was like, that looks like what it should be.
Miyazaki? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but hell, I'm trying. I swear, guys, this looks like really sexy. It's like, okay, skimming. The monsters, the graphics, the equipment. Oh my god! And it's supposed to launch March 24th.
Ooh,
Yes.
next week.
I'm gonna be broke.
Aren't we all? We're all gonna be broke after this shit.
Yeah.
It's usually what happens.
It makes me sad.
Any Steam sale is like, oh my god, I need this, and then you're like dead broke.
Right. Well, I mean, speaking of Steam sales, like right now, there's the 2K sale.
Why do you tell me this?
And I mean, like, Evolve is off 25%. Borderlands the pre-sequel is off 50%. Beyond Earth is off 50%. All the Borderlands are on sale. Civilization's on sale. The BioShock bundle, by the way, 1, 2, and Infinite, $10 for all three. For all three, like that is a steal. That's really good.
Yep, I know what I'll be buying.
Like, my friend told me about it last night because she already bought it, and I was just like, it's $10, right then and there, done, bought it. I don't give a shit. Like, those are I don't know, those are such good games. Like, it's worth like playing, like getting it and just playing through it again.
Yeah. Well, I think I only played the first BioShock and never got around to playing the second one, and then I just forgot about it. And then I saw Infinite, but I kept watching it before it actually came out, and then never paid attention to when it came out. So this is perfect.
Right. Like, 2 I really like. The story in 1 I think is a lot better, right? But the combat in 2 is just more refined because they kind of did what Dead Space did. And they took what everyone was saying when they played the first one, like, this is a great game, like, here's how you can improve. They did that. They actually listened to, like, their players, and they're like, oh, this is how to make it better. And they did that in 2, which made it really awesome. And then Infinite is just a whole nother game. That's just, yeah. I'm just saying. It's an awesome, I'm just saying.
Okay, well, done with that. Bought it already.
Exactly.
Oh my god, yes. If you won't be able to reach me tonight, you know what I'm doing. Just saying.
Yeah, I'm pretty much gonna be playing that this week. I'm gonna be probably streaming it this weekend.
Oh, that's cool, I'll watch.
Yeah, it'll be a good game to stream.
Yeah. Like, I'm just gonna run through them all. Like, it's just, it's that good of a game where I'm okay with doing that, you know?
Yeah.
It's just, and also it's nice too because, like, everyone has their own different play style, you know, which is always the best.
Yeah, because in those games you can sneak around and not. Well, you have to, like, fight some people, but you can not fight anyone. Or there's the people that go fully for, like, the different upgrades to just, like, run through the levels and demolish everything they can.
Exactly. Yeah. No, I totally agree. And because, like, I love it because there's, like, so many different weapons and plasmids you can use. Like, you can how you play is based on that. You know, you don't have to just, like, use one every single time.
Yeah.
I want Mortal Kombat X really, really bad.
Oh, that's how you make omen rice. Oh, baby. What? I'm watching how to cook Japanese shit. And it's awesome.
Well, alrighty then.
Shh. Ooh, takoyaki. Squid
What
balls.
is that?
You know, like in anime, you have, like, those, like, when they go around, like, kind of like the market or like a festival,
Oh yeah.
and they have those, like, it's like 6 to 8 balls in, like, a little, like, tub, and it's covered in some sauce, and they're, like, little balls they eat with, like, a toothpick.
Oh yeah.
Those things, yeah. Like, little balls of, like, it's just batter and some, like, meat mixture, pretty much. And it looks awesome. What? Shh.
Oh yeah, Guild of Wars 2, if anybody plays it, is having an expansion.
Huh?
Guild of Wars 2.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that. My friend, he actually has his own guild on it. He was talking to me about it, but I wasn't sure what the hell was going on, because I haven't played it in a year? Just about.
Yeah, I haven't played. I think I played Guild Wars 2. I've definitely played Guild Wars 1, and I enjoyed it, but I don't know, like, once your friends stop playing it, you just kind of have to give up.
Yeah.
Or find more people that play it, you know. But some of the stuff they're doing, like, they have world versus world modes, and they're adding more PvP stuff to it and stuff. I was reading about it today.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting they're not upping the level cap on it though, because they don't want people to have to like just go through and do what, like when WoW comes out with a new thing, the level cap goes up, and then there's all new elite stuff. And they're like, they don't want like the elite stuff to like go away or like just become nothing.
Right.
But I guess they're adding new stuff, and then they're having different masteries and everything, so that like different people can use different weapons. Like you'd have a necromancer that uses a longsword now or something if they get their mastery points into it and everything. So it sounds like they're kind of like changing it up enough and adding new game modes and stuff, and it looks like they're having I forget what it was, an Arathi Basin type game from World of Warcraft, where you have to go take over different points on the map or whatever to win the game and everything. But the good thing about it is it's also only $10 currently.
Yeah, and then
so
everybody's gonna rush to it.
Yeah, I think that's going to probably go up, but for the announcement they set the price at $10, which is a very nice price point if you're interested in it.
Just real quick, because I just found this out and I'm like literally shaking over it. Disney has confirmed the Frozen 2, just saying. So yeah, I'm so happy. And Princess Elsa is going to Boston. Okay, I'm sorry. That was just my little girly moment there.
I could tell.
I'm taking my little sister. I don't care what anybody says.
That's totally fine, to be honest with you. I'm okay with it.
Yeah, my friend will be happy.
Yeah.
She was super excited when that movie came out because her name is Elsa, and now there is a Disney princess that has her name.
That's my moment for the day. I'm happy. Nothing can.
That's your moment. Are you sure it's just a moment, or?
No, it's a moment of a lifetime.
Of a lifetime.
But and I had something else important to say. Oh well. Bringing up a Word document.
Yeah. Well, should we talk about? Sounds like Konami is trying, or Konami and Hideo Kojima are kind of butting heads, and Konami is starting to take his name off of games. Seems like it's starting with he had already said that Metal Gear Solid 5 was going to be his last Metal Gear Solid game. But I guess they've management has been butting heads between the two companies, because Konami is the publisher and then his company is the one that makes the game and everything. And I guess they've been they were part of the company, and so apparently they've been just kind of phasing them out so that they would be contract workers instead of actual part of the company, which kind of sucks, because then you don't get the benefits of being part of the company and everything. You're kind of on your own. They pay you and everything, but you're just contracted, and that contract can be up anytime.
Right.
But they also started taking off they used to say a Hideo Kojima game above his games and stuff. And I guess they started taking that stuff off of different images online and stuff to promote Metal Gear Solid 5 and everything. So they're trying to take his name off of that, assuming that they'll probably want to keep going on with the Metal Gear Solid franchise without him and everything.
I could see that, yeah, because if he stays on and he says I'm done, then they have to be done.
Yeah. Well, he's done. He's just not going to work on it.
Right.
They still probably own Konami still owns probably the rights to the game, so they could hire a different company or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just interesting that they're not like, all right, well, you did all this stuff for us. Why don't you do a different project and we'll back that, and we can find another company to make another Metal Gear Solid game if we want,
Mm-hmm.
instead of like trying to burn your bridges and push him out.
Right. Yeah, that part I just don't know. I feel like it might be a little bit more than just that. Like maybe he's just butting heads like completely.
No, yeah, from what I've read, it seems like they were butting heads and whatnot, but I don't know.
Yeah.
They seem to be, instead of just butting heads and then parting ways, they seem to be just trying to like push him out and phase him out, which is just a weird, I don't know. Doesn't seem like a good move company wise to actually do.
I feel like this is how it is usually. Like, I don't think like if there's even just one little, dispute, they're just like, no, fuck you, and you're like, what?
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm just wondering if it's gonna be the same without him.
Say what?
I'm just wondering if it's going to be the same without him.
Probably not. I mean, he's built it since what, in the 1990s, so.
Yeah.
And it's been he's been working on every single one since then. So if they make another one, I think it's gonna be.
It probably won't have as many cutscenes as it currently does. If they let someone else do it.
Who knows? Maybe.
It might. Maybe they'll get a fan of the series to do it, or like hire in someone that knows the series and stuff,
Exactly.
and it'll just be crazy cutscenes.
That's how it always is with any of those type of games, though. There's just like cutscene the movie.
Yeah.
Which is I'm okay with it, honestly, most of the time.
Because what was it? In 4, there was like an hour and 40 minutes of cutscenes or something like that.
Yeah,
like
pretty much.
It was basically a whole movie.
Yeah, it was pretty much if someone actually pieced together, you can find it online somewhere. If you go back and just look for like the just cutscenes all together, it's just one straight movie.
Yeah.
Like, it's pretty cool how they do it. It's funny because, like, I think that's what they do. They literally produce, like, an animated movie, and they're just like, okay, chop. Where does it make sense to chop off shit?
Yeah.
And then builds a game around it. I think that's probably what they do. I don't know, but anything else left to talk about this week?
Looking and not seeing much.
It's not really much of a talking point, but the guy that did Five Nights at Freddy, he did a streaming thing where he he was taking donations and putting them to St. Jude's Children's Hospital, and he raised $256,000 for them.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's about right, though. I mean, but Jesus.
Yeah, he set a goal of 15,000. That's what he was hoping for.
What?
And he made 256,000 that he donated to them.
I was gonna say, I think he
yeah,
he met his goal.
Yeah, what? 1,711% of his goal.
Yeah, pretty much, something like that. That's pretty funny though. Like, I like streamers that do that. It's just like, like he's like, making good money. Fuck it, let's do something good with it, because he knows people are gonna come watch it.
Yeah.
And he knows for a fact people are gonna, donate. Not that he's really expecting it, but he is definitely. It's just good of him to do that. I don't know. I like when streamers do that, because there are a few. Just because I watched CS recently, there are a few CS streamers that were doing that, a few League streamers as well that did like a 24-hour just charity stream completely, not just oh, I'm just streaming because I want to stream. It's like, oh no, everything I'm making right now is going straight to it.
Yeah.
To charity, whichever one it is.
Well, got something of interest. Nintendo is announcing a new gaming platform, codename NX, and it will be revealed in 2016.
Really?
Okay.
It shows this, like a brand new one to replace
Brand new.
replace the Wii U. Wait, when did Wii U isn't that old, is it?
No, not
The Wii U?
Yeah, when did that come out?
It's only like 2 years old, maybe 2.5 now, I think. I want to say.
So it can't completely be replacing it. It's still young-ish, maybe.
Oh, 2012. So
About 3
yeah,
years
it's
now?
a little less than 3 years because it was
Yeah.
end of 2012.
Right, that's what I remember.
So yeah, about 2 years ago. Which is surprising. Usually they try to let people take advantage of the system and do whatever it needs to do, for a little bit longer than just
Mm-hmm.
a couple years. Which I guess if they're announcing it now, then you probably have another 2 years till it comes out. So then it'll be
Yeah.
4 years or 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no information on it because they're keeping it all hush-hush. Thanks, guys.
Oh yeah, they're not saying anything other than it's built around a brand new concept.
Great.
So that's all we know.
That's what we like to hear. Always being in frickin' always in the dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna read up more on this later because I'm mad now. I need to know something.
I doubt you're not gonna hear anything until probably E3 this year,
Yeah.
which I think is in the fall, right?
Yeah.
So then, yeah.
But what if I die before then? Like, come on. You gotta think of these things.
Interesting.
Well, then you probably don't have to worry about it.
I still would. I'll be up in heaven or hell, down in hell. Like, man, wish I studied up more on the freaking...
Yeah.
If only salmon fillets were actually freaking that cheap over here. Fuck you. Just saying. They're cheap as fuck over there.
Oh.
How cheap?
It's like $3 for a piece. Which is pretty freaking cheap considering salmon here.
Yeah. And if you, like, go down to Walmart, it's probably based on wherever you are, but Walmart, isn't it, like, I want to say 9? And it's
Something like that, yeah. I don't know. For like a pound, it's usually around $20, I think.
not good. Yeah.
I don't really remember. I haven't bought it in so long because it's so freaking expensive, but it's so good.
Oh,
All
I'm
right.
hungry now.
Well, anything else that we want to mention this week?
Mm,
We've been going for about an hour.
yeah, we got like 5 more minutes to reach an hour.
Okay. I got nothing. Because unfortunately, we really didn't have. I was working when the topics got posted, so
Oh, yeah.
I was sitting there. I was like, well, all right, I guess.
Hold up. I may have something if this tab loads real quick.
Well, since we were talking about the Wii U a little bit, I just found this game. I was going to send my friend who has a Wii U. It's called Affordable Space Adventure. But it actually takes advantage of the Wii U controller
Mm-hmm.
and kind of you don't actually use the controller, you use the touchscreen on it.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of like and what I was reading about it, were comparing it to like Star Trek, how all their stuff was like touchscreen, and so like that's your engineering display for your like you go through like this tiny spaceship that kind of is traveling through this world, and so you have different things, like different types of engines to do different types of stuff. Like your normal engine to go faster, and then you have an electric engine and flares, and so then you're doing it. But apparently you can do like a multiplayer, so you could set up like a where you have a pilot who actually flies it with one controller. You have the engineer who has the Wii U controller, and then there's a third guy too, and I forget what he does. But then you all kind of team up and to fly this one little spaceship to do exactly what you need it to do.
Okay.
So like it's just you're flying through, like it looks like a really pretty game, and you're flying through this world trying to explore, and it's just trying to like destroy you basically.
Right.
May the odds be
So
forever in your favor.
yeah, but it looks like a really pretty game actually. It's just like a simple little game, but it kind of has a different like take on multiplayer because everyone has to work together for it to actually work out. Because you can pilot the ship, but you don't have really controls over your engines. Like the engineer has that, and so you have to trust them. And then what is the third guy? Oh, and the other one is they say is a science officer, so they get to scan or illuminate things. So you have like one guy that's just kind of like, hey, go over there, do this, do that, and then one guy that's flying it, and one guy that's like controlling your engines and your outputs and stuff like that.
Right. It sounds kind of like a fast like FTL, but with multiple people, kind of.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I mean, that's a decent concept, I think.
Yeah. I don't know. And it's kind of funny, the video they put out about it. Like, it's showing off, like, oh, hey, you've got flares. And then it's just firing flares into this big monster, and flares aren't going to do anything against a big monster or anything. Like, every time they're like, oh, you can fly through things, and there's, like, just tentacles trying to grab. Like every time they show it is, like, the ship trying to, or something trying to destroy the ship. Which makes it for, like, a funny video.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know. I thought it looked like a pretty cool game.
It actually sounds like pretty cool. I'm gonna have to watch the video now.
Yeah, I guess I could link the video, huh? And they kind of set it up like the video set up as a here, I'll link it. It's set up as like to show off like a product video of the spaceship, but then it cuts to it always trying to be destroyed.
Is everybody familiar with the game Gravity Rush?
I've heard of it, but I haven't really played it now.
Well, it's supposed to be heading to PlayStation 4, and it's supposed to be remastered. Thank the freak of God.
Oh, hold on, Bradley.
Let's see.
Awful.
So what does oh
it's not confirmed, but it's supposed to be. At least thought to be heading to PlayStation 4. Gonna watch the trailer later.
So it's based off an older game?
Skimming down. Yeah, it's late things. Yeah, it's based off an older game. Doesn't say which one. Oh, no. Gaff. They really need to release more.
No, I'm here. Guys, I think I'm done for today. But yeah, I don't know. It was a decent stream considering we didn't have any, or decent podcast considering we didn't have everyone, and it was kind of, yeah,
Yeah.
how it is. But I will talk to you guys later.
Okay. See you, Alex.
See ya.
See ya.
Yeah, but they really need to release more on it. But it actually looks like a good game. I'm gonna link the trailer. Oops, that fucked it up. I'm sorry, but they created a game about Mike Tyson.
Well, they had
God.
Mike Tyson Punch Out before.
Oh, I haven't heard of that.
Oh, it's an old game. Well, they made a version of Punch Out where the end guy is Mike Tyson, which was an old original Nintendo game. I believe.
Well, this game is pretty much of where you're playing through Mike Tyson's life and everything like that. Graphics don't look that good though. That's sad.
Yeah, Mike Tyson Punch Out was for the original Nintendo.
Oh.
And it was a great game. It was hard though.
Really? How hard?
I don't know, you had to get the timings of everything. All those old games are, you'd think like, oh, they're old, so I can do them easy. They're not. Like, if you play any old game, like the bigger ones that were more popular were the easier ones. If you go even more obscure, like there are literally games that are impossible to beat. Like, you just hope to get further than you did last time, and that's about it. Because some of them are so hard. So, but
Well,
yeah.
I have to check it out. It's not like I'm gonna beat it. I just tried to play it.
Yeah. So, have we gone through all the topics then? Or do we have any other topics?
I'm looking for some, but I guess that's pretty much all.
Okay.
Oh, guess that's the end. Thank you guys for joining us during this podcast. Sorry that we were late and everything, but we wound up still going. Follow us for next time. On Sunday, I am interviewing a new game developer. Can't ruin the surprise yet, but thanks guys for joining, and we'll see you next Friday.
Thanks for watching.